Welcome to the BB podcast. Charlie, if no be say I get like strong heart, by this time I for the cry because of the love and the support you guys have shown us till now. And I've always been saying that this particular episode and season, you don't have any excuse to skip any of our episodes. So because of that, you should put our notification bell on so that anytime we drop an episode, you go get them first. And please, if you are just passing by and today is your first time on our channel, please welcome to the BB podcast. And you know that I don't do this alone. I do this with my fighting partner, the sweet voice. Anytime I hear her voice, Charlie, they calm me down. Esther Duncan Reynolds.
Hello, Mr. Bright Bossa. You know all you're saying is a lie, but hi guys, we miss you.
It's always been a fight, make a cell camp. I'm here to tell you about Bliss. If you want a place, this World Cup that is happening, and you want a very quiet place to watch among, have that feel of World Cup, come to Bliss. And you want to have any party, come to Bliss. Just put it on a Google map and straight it will take to Bliss venue. You will enjoy all the atmosphere. Sky bar. You will, Charlie.
If you want to bring your girlfriend on a date, you can come here. If you also want to end your relationship or your marriage, Bliss is the venue for you. We have a second floor pool.
Yeah.
And that place, trust me. And then they have beautiful meals, delicious meals, somewhere to sleep. If you don't want to go, you want to stay. Bliss is not difficult to locate. It's on
just
every
in your
map.
Google map. Type Bliss venues, and it will take you straight to the location.
Yes.
Now back to the studio. Today's conversation. See, I told you from the beginning of the season that don't miss any of our episode for anything.
Not at all.
Because we are bringing people who are the professionals on the job that will first of all educate you. You only get that on the BB podcast. Do you know what your 5-minute enjoyment can do for you? You don't know, right? Just wait. Let me introduce my guest. Today in the studio, we have amazing guest in our midst today. If I talk about this person's biography, today we'll go live here. So just let me keep it simple. We have in our midst today Mr. Abdul Razak Adams. Did I get the name right? The name is strong.
Abdul
Fattah. I'm sorry on that part. But gonna forgive me, right? Sharp.
So I'm Abdul Fattah Adam, a registered nurse at 37 Military Hospital.
Nice.
I'll be glad meeting all of you.
Our viewers
they are super excited.
They are
to meet you
super excited to have you on because of. You see, I asked you a simple question about. Do you know what your 5-minute enjoyment could do for you? Sex.
I was about to tell you to be specific.
Today's conversation is mainly for educational purpose.
Very, very.
And don't leave it for anything. You see how the hammer be on them, till the end of you learn something within this particular episode. A lot of things. Today we are discussing STD and STI. Anything sexual transmitted disease, anything you can contract or get during that 5-minute enjoyment. That is why we have Adam in our midst today to educate us, to tell us the right way of having sex. Sex is supposed to be enjoyed. Not say after you get enjoyment finished, then you alone go to the corner, they scratch and do what?
Win promotion.
Mr. Adam, first of all, what is STI or STD?
So first of all, STI, when we talk of STI, it simply means sexually transmitted disease.
Okay.
The STI is sexually transmitted infection, and STD is sexually transmitted disease.
Okay.
And when we talk about sexually transmitted infection, it's a germ that can either be virus, bacteria, or parasite, finding its way into your body. So at that moment, you are infected. But when it is now showing signs and symptoms of the infection, that becomes a disease. And that's when we now term it as sexually transmitted disease.
Good. I think
So it starts from the infection.
So
then
every disease starts from an infection, but it doesn't mean that when you get infected, you automatically
have a
get
disease.
a disease.
wait, okay. See, I think this is a very good note to start our conversation now. You made mention of bacteria coming into your body, all right?
So I said it can be bacteria,
Okay.
it can be virus, or it can be a parasite
Coming into your body.
So when it comes into your body, then that's infection.
Okay.
Then when you start to exhibit the symptoms and the signs of a disease, like the signs of the infection that you had, then it becomes a disease.
Now, a normal person, like a layman go ask, I cannot be walking, then all of a sudden bacteria come into my body. What are some of the ways that someone can contract these virus? And
So for sexually transmitted diseases, it is mostly through body fluids, like vaginal secretions from the male organ, like semen. And also, we can also talk about during the process of intercourse, the skin coming together. So there are a lot of diseases so we have the bacterial is separate, the parasite is separate, and the viral diseases too are separate. So what are the examples of the bacterial disease? So we can talk of gonorrhea, which is very common. We can talk of syphilis. There are lots, but we can't mention. Today, if we are going to even mention all the conditions, we'll end up not finishing
the topic. But
so,
it should be something that our viewers will love.
Yes, so those are I'll mention the common ones.
Okay.
So that we'll proceed from there. So I've mentioned 2 for the bacteria. Then the viral, we can have the most common one is HIV, hepatitis, then the human papilloma virus because of cervical cancer. So it's also very common.
Where does syphilis comes in?
So with the syphilis, mostly you see some scratches or blisters around your genitals, or sometimes in your palms and under your feet. So mostly those are some of the signs and symptoms. But most of the time with STIs, you don't automatically, when you come into contact with the infectious organism, you don't start to manifest the signs and symptoms. So it's very silent until it goes so far that maybe controlling it is difficult. So when you come into contact with the infecting organism, you don't just get it like that. So maybe if you have an affair with your partner who is infected today and you go to even run a test, you will be clear that you are clean. But for some time, then you now start to exhibit signs. Then you say, but I went to check, not knowing at the time you were checking, the organism hasn't developed fully yet. Yes, please.
So, okay, in this instance, so when are you supposed to do the text? Maybe after having sexual intercourse with your partner, so that maybe, okay, let me give myself 2 weeks, 3 weeks before maybe I can do a thorough check on myself to know that, I've contracted these diseases, so that I can easily probably cure it through hospitals.
So mostly for HIV like this, they advise that maybe a month after
sex,
after you have an intercourse with someone who is positive and has informed you, or you suspect that the person is positive, because at the first we have something we call incubation period. So then it's just like incubate. You see that it's when we take chicken,
we put them through incubators,
then it will now grow out till it becomes a full kid. So that
fully grown baby.
That is how the virus too also works. It will take.
But is it that every virus will give you symptoms before you go and check, or
no?
You just
so
have
that's
to be
what
there?
I was saying. Most sexually transmitted diseases don't manifest until it has gone so deep that you can't. But sometimes when it is noticed early, it can be, but sometimes too, it will go so deep that it will start having effects on your body before you are able to notice those things. So it's not like instant. So what we have to understand is that you can be infected without showing signs and symptoms. So that's why I also earlier said that you can have STI, but it will not mean it will proceed to a disease form. So that is what, when it is controlled, the body has its own defensive mechanism. That's the immune system. So the immune system, when it finds any foreign, any virus or any infectious organism in the body, the first thing it does is to fight it by itself. So when it's not able to do it, that is when you now start to have the signs and symptoms of the.
Now,
but there's this school of thought that let's say for a woman can have sex and say that, okay, because I washed myself, I will not contract any disease. How true is that, or how false is it?
So you know that it's not just like water has poured on, or maybe a dirty thing has poured on your body, then you clean it instant. The process has been, you have been like the intercourse, the intimacy was for a specific period of time. There are possibilities that you have some, because it's friction. So you possibly have some scratches inside, which when the person that is infected releases it. And you know that even if you wash it, you can still wash it, then the thing will find its way up there. Some people who wash it like this, then they still get pregnant.
Okay, true.
So that alone nullifies the point that if you wash it,
it doesn't stop anything.
And depending on the chemicals or the substance you use to wash, you can also bring about infections. Now we are in a world like this Gen Z generation. I can talk about, we have anal sex, we have vaginal sex, we have the oral sex. Then we have those stroking. Like, this country, you have to be careful when you
what is stroking?
So like males using their genitalia.
Females or males?
Males too can do. So they just be wrapping their genitals
against each other.
Orgasm. So all those things are possible. So in this world and time, there are a lot of things that can happen. So what happens is, with sexually transmitted disease, I made mention, so I've mentioned the three routes, the common ones, the vagina, anal, then the oral. Oral is mouth. So before somebody will say I'm using, so oral is mouth.
So these things about blowjobs, is that not the oral sex you're talking about?
So somebody can be infected through giving a blowjob.
Yes, if them, assuming the man is infected. With let's take human papilloma virus, for instance. So with that one, that is what normally leads to cancer. So we have been hearing of throat cancer. So the human papilloma virus is very sensitive to the mucous membrane, the lining. So you see that the anus, the vagina, and the mouth, they all have those mucous membrane. So it's hard for, although it's very common, but the most sensitive site is the cervix. That one is inside the vagina. So that is what mostly that is.
Hey, people are enjoying, like they are doing things to anal sex.
So for the anal sex, we can say maybe it's common within the male to male partners. But some females too.
Some females enjoy anal sex.
But that one cannot give you child. So that is.
But that one too can give you infection.
Yes.
What about if the two of you are not having any disease around you? Is it possible that, for instance, me and Esther, we are having anal sex, right? But we are free. Is there any possibility of having any disease through that anal sex?
So we have what we call normal flora. So that one, everybody, the mouth, the anus, the vagina, they are all there. Those organisms are inside there. That's their natural place. So they don't have any effects. But when you introduce things inside them, they tend to also react. Then it becomes difficult in controlling those things. At that time, that means there's a change in the organism will change its form to suit what has been introduced to it. Yes, please.
Aside sex or whether oral or anal, or what can also give or transfer an infection to somebody?
So mostly with sexually transmitted diseases, those like HIV, the viruses.
Okay.
So you can have it either through needle prick. So maybe I'm a health worker. Somebody is infected with the virus. I've given the person an injection. Then by mistake, I'm going to dispose it. Then it pricks me. Wow. I can get it through there. I'm not going to also spoil people market. You see those doing the king.
Yes.
No, we are not spoiling markets. We are educating our people.
The
aboki people.
Somebody who is infected with it during the time he or she is cleaning, cleaning like cutting the nail of that. Then mistakenly, nobody is perfect. We are all human. And by mistake, the person can cut. Then you see that after that, the person just uses the rack or to just clean the thing. Then proceed. Abi is a commercial business. Everybody.
Now, I learned that the virus cannot survive outside. How can this be transmitted if maybe after the aboki is not just finishing from this side to this side, right? Because according to what they say, the virus cannot survive outside more than some certain amount of minutes, or it can just die on it, and still when you use it on the another person, then it becomes active.
Mostly with the infectious organisms, they can cope with most of the temperatures we have.
Okay.
So it is not true that the virus cannot stay outside for long. So even in the death form, it's when it gets its
normal natural place
where it thrives, it will pick up again. So it's not normally true. Yes, sometimes it's the heat, but the heat we use, you see that Ghana here, the highest we get is 40, maybe 35. And then the heat we use in even sterilizing the equipments is more than 100 degrees Celsius.
But yes, so they're still surviving.
So for that one, you are able to kill it, but
the
just
outside heat cannot.
The actual heat from the sun cannot.
Wow.
Yes. And even with that one, the person keeps, after that, they package it in a rack and continue with their tone.
You were talking about hepatitis B.
Yes.
Okay. So I know someone who says that he goes for vaccine. Okay. So somebody who has been vaccinated, can the person still affect another person with your abochi pricking one leg and then taking it to the next?
So with hepatitis B, once you are vaccinated, you don't have the chance of getting the infection. That means you are, so it's just like the same disease, but they've worked on it. Let me use that. They've worked on it so that they will introduce it into your body. Then your body will now use its immune system to develop resistance to the later exposures you have in life. So a vaccine is not a drug for treatment. It's just like they will introduce it into your body. Then your body develop its resistance so that when the infectious one is coming, the body is able to fight it, then you will not be infected. So that is the vaccine.
So can somebody who hasn't been affected also take a vaccine?
Yes. So what happens is when before you take a vaccine, you'll be tested. So when you are tested and you are negative, that means you can take it. But when you are positive, it's just to put you on drugs, not the vaccine again. It's to put you on the drugs so that you will be on it, so that we have what we call viral load. So with the viral load, it's the amount of viruses in your body. So when it's at minimum, there are chances that you might not even be able to transmit it to another person.
Okay.
So that is.
So do we have a vaccine for, aside hepatitis B, for other sexually transmitted diseases?
So we have one too for the human papilloma virus,
Virus.
the one for cervical cancer.
Oh, wow.
We have it, yes. So currently it's like they're rolling it out in Ghana. It has been outside for long, but for Ghana, this last year I heard they even came to my area, but mostly it is advisable that you take the injection before you even enter your sexual, like your active sexual years, like so maybe in the teenage years, then you are able to take the vaccine.
You said in the teenage years. Now our teenagers are more enlightened on sexual exploits than we ourselves.
So that's what I said is the generation we find ourselves in. But
Okay.
at least if you catch them young, maybe within 11, 12, 13.
okay.
So with those times, they are although some can start the exploitation, but it's still minimal within
Now,
those.
is it possible that women going to public toilets, can they contract any gonorrhea?
I've heard the myth, but I've not.
Yes,
I
that is
don't
a
ha-
myth out there. But then, as a practitioner, what is the truth out there? Like, what is the truth to this?
Aside gonorrhea.
Aside gonorrhea, any other disease you
So
can get?
what I'm seeing is I don't have like scientifically how I'll prove it, but per my understanding, what I'm thinking, maybe somebody is infected, he or she goes to sit on the this thing,
WC.
There's WC.
then you also come
And you use
like
the same-
and use the same thing. Then maybe during the process, as you there are remains of him or her that was splashed on there that is infected. Maybe through that, but for signs like I've not seen signs.
But then,
saying-
if the remain of the other person, because definitely the person will flush the toilet,
yes,
will definitely flush it before leaving.
yes, flashing toilet is not doesn't mean you are decontaminate. It's just water you use
Yes.
to flash.
Just like you say you wash your vagina.
So it can still remain on the seat. What about, okay, now the person goes there, even cleaning the seat of the WC,
Okay.
and still say that, oh, my around my genitals are
so-
itching me based on the fact that I've gone to use this washroom and the public washroom, and I'm having these itches around my genitals.
So I was, as I earlier said, so sexual transmitted disease. It could be that the person had it from their partner, but because of the myths around it, maybe at the time the person has gone to use the
So rather put it on the toilet than to put
Than
it that,
to-
oh, indeed, it's my partner, I will give it to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can condoms prevent STIs or STDs?
Yes. So we.
But then the sweat and other things too, and then the saliva exchanging
So
through
let
kisses.
me land.
I'll let
So-
you land, but
So what happens is she asks that
Condom.
can condom prevent sexual transmitted? I
disease.
said yes, because so with those ones that are either from the anal, the vagina, and the mouth. So assuming it's the male who is wearing the condom, there are chances that so the secretions will not even get to, if it's the man that is infected, the secretions will not get to the woman. But no, in the sense that at the time of the
Intercourse.
contact, so like syphilis and the other ones, the herpes. So with those ones, there are blisters or smaller
Sores,
sores that
yeah.
are normally found around the
Genital.
genital area. And you know, condom cannot fully cover the genital area.
so definitely
So
that one can splash
that
around.
one can come into contact with the partner who is not infected, which can bring about the infection.
So it means that kissing cannot give you
So
that.
it can.
But if you just secure here, but you're not securing the kisses, at the end of the day,
at every moment in time, it depends on at the time of kissing whether the two of you are infected or one is infected.
okay.
So we have what we call oral candida. So that one is mostly you see some scratches around them, like some sores at the
Okay.
edges of the mouth, and also those are some forms of the infection that happens to the mouth. So at that time,
Wait, if you are putting it that way,
Hold on.
you're telling us that
because
person
because
with malaria
you know,
and fever,
with malaria
they have
and
these
fever, and
herpes
even
around.
there's this school of thought that if you have cats here, it means a dead family member is trying to communicate certain
not,
things.
not even that.
And all
With this
that.
one,
So for
it's
malaria,
more common.
it's there.
Uh-huh.
It's because of the high temperatures that is causing this thing. But
The herpes to come around your
no,
mouth.
that's not herpes. So
Okay.
what that one
Candida.
that's the source from malaria.
That is the source from malaria.
Yes. But what I'm also saying that the oral candida can also manifest. Then sometimes when you watch inside, you see some cloudy or this something like cheese. Like those one is normal lines at the corners.
Okay.
Yes. So those are some of the things that.
Yeah, maybe try.
So those are, it's not only the source. And when I was saying, so the malaria mostly you see all over like
Your mouth.
but mostly with the, and it's normally around the
Okay.
corners of the mouth.
That is a
Talking
Then you are
about
not-
oral candida, can men get candidiasis also?
It's a form of
a
sexual,
form of sexual
but mostly it's very common
In
Women.
women, how, like, with the way it works with women, as in you get discharge and there will be some foul smell and all that, is it the same as man? Does it?
So with the, with men we have only two
Those
fluids coming from urine and the semen, that's the sperm for in short. So any other fluid that is coming from your genital, that's your organ. So that is coming from your organ, whether it is cloudy, it is clear, nothing is provoking it. It's a sign of infection,
Okay.
which you don't have to just limit that, or maybe. But sometimes too, you can get, that doesn't mean, sometimes you get direction, then when it goes down,
There's
you
something
see
small.
something small. That is not,
that is one is normal, right?
that
Okay.
one is normal.
Now, can whites in women, can it generate into a different kind of disease?
Yes. So we have what we call pelvic inflammatory disease. So the woman, so the organ is not only just what is outside.
Outside that we are seeing.
There are others inside. So once you get the infection, so like when you take gonorrhea and chlamydia, for instance, it will not manifest until it goes so deep.
Okay.
Now, so you see that some of them, they will come with complaint of
Their
lower abdominal, so mostly around the lower part downwards, they will be complaining of pain around those sides. So those are also, it informs you that the person is having an effect. That even reminds me, so what are some of the signs and symptoms of STI? So mostly you don't see the symptoms until it has gone so deep. So you can sometimes burning sensation, like when you are urinating, you feel some burning sensation in the urine. You can also have some discharge.
Okay.
You can have discharge, which so of different colors. You can have sores around it. Then even during intercourse, you can be feeling pain.
Okay.
Which is also one of the signs. So it is not, it's as a general term. If we are going to take each condition, we won't finish. So we'll just generalize.
You know that men, once they contract the disease, it's easily to detect than women. Is that not true?
No.
Oh. Because reason why I'm saying that is that it's no, okay. Yeah. Because, okay, for instance, maybe after sexual intercourse,
Okay.
the only place I can wee is through my genitals, right?
Okay.
Now, for a woman has a different side of urine and another side of collecting. So maybe the collecting is what has given the infection.
But it's all in the same hole.
They are in the same hole, but everybody getting dumb off. No, is that not true? So maybe.
So when you take, so they are like this. They are like this.
This one, I wish there is something you can.
So is just
demonstrate.
The moment you this one, and it's all.
No, why you say this one now? Adams, mention the thing.
So you see, when you take the woman organ, so we have the vagina is just the hole the penis goes inside.
Okay.
So, but the outer ones, we call them the vulva.
Okay.
So the vulva, so it encases both the urethra, that's where the urine is coming from, and the vagina, where menstrual flow, where the dick go inside. All. So that is but they are all encased. So once infection sets in, it spreads around the whole
everything.
organ, not like it will exempt the urethra.
One under the
Yes. I have this very sensitive question. You see, men, your releases or your sperms coming out. Is it normal for some people to have very foul smells with their releases? The way, let's say, they say you'd have sexual intercourse with a woman, and then when the woman opened her private part, it was very smelly and all that. Okay. Is it same with a man? Or does that come about based on infections, or I don't know if you understand my question.
Like with normal sperm, that I don't know of it's having any. Smell. Maybe when it has kept for long, that's me. But I've not seen like sperm
no, me keeping inside or outside.
But what I'm saying that because I've heard a lot of people say that they've had sexual intercourse with particular men who they smelled very foul. And then the funny thing is the men were blaming the woman. They were thinking, oh, okay, it's because...
You see, okay, let me, it's a conversation, right? Now, if maybe a woman takes her pants down and then quickly I smell something funny. Something.
No, when the woman took her pants down, you didn't smell anything.
Maybe the woman can also tell me something
that is what I want to know, if that is based or due to an infection.
So normally everything normal doesn't smell. Okay. The woman vagina, when it's normal, it doesn't smell.
Okay.
The man too, if everything is intact, you will not hear any smell. So it's only when you have infections that you feel like there's some scent coming out. Okay. And mostly some it smells bad, others will even smell like fish. So it depends on the kind of organism that has infected you that will bring about the scent. But because me, I've never heard any scent.
So I want to ask this question: what is blood in sperm an infection?
So it depends. The reason why I'm saying it, like if you are the kind of man that can go like 4 or 5 rounds in a day.
In a day, 4 or 5 rounds,
or even 3. So the first one, you see that is thick.
Okay.
The second one is small in quantity, and so it's having where it is stored.
Okay.
So from the third going, I can say maybe you can release and you feel like there's some blood stains in there. So that is because there's empty, but something has to come out. What is storing the sperm is empty, but something will have to come out so that you.
So after sorry.
But blood in let me. So blood in sperm too. When there is infection, it can be. So we have is the epididymis that stores the sperm. Okay. So the testes, and we manufacture it, then put it. So when you take the testicle like this, then when you press at the lower end, you feel like there's some soft thing under it. So that is the epididymis. So when it is infected, so we're talking about pelvic inflammatory disease in women. So the infection too can also descend through the male organ to the epididymis.
Okay.
So you see the person will start to feel some pain in there. Then so we have what we call epididymitis. That means the epididymis has inflamed. So which can end with inflammation. There will be like swelling. Then so with the swelling, that means the blood vessels in there will bring about like the blood vessels there are now weak, so it can easily bleed. So if care is not taken, you might see
blood
Can an STI shrink somebody's penis?
This question there is a question for. So what happened? I know there are rashes and those things, but depending, and there's a school of thought that when you reach 25 thereabout, or this thing ceases to grow inside. So you see that even somebody will say this one, like maybe the dick is small, they will go and buy a lot of medicines, but still
it will still
be where it is. Because it's a muscle, and once the muscle stops growing,
it can't grow
anymore. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So all those
so we have sex enhancement drugs. So that one will keep you for long.
The Viagra and Dragon.
It will not enlarge your penis.
And so it will make it firm. Maybe it's blood that is going inside. That go inside. So the more it stays, the more it becomes stiff. So you feel like it has enlarged. So when you get erection, it starts from the smaller side, it keeps increasing, it becomes very firm.
The firm is strong.
Yes.
Now we can fight.
So after this is for the ladies. So after an abortion, can a lady after an abortion, can the drug give the lady an STI or something?
So with abortion and STI, everything, whilst the abortion is done, the blood will keep flowing.
Okay.
So depending on how the person takes care of him, and we also have what we call retained products. So it might come out then some parts of what was contained in the pregnancy still remain, like some blood clots still remain in there. So it can bring about an infection because that is not its natural place.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't know if I wanted to ask about this syphilis thing, right? Now, aside those symptoms that it gives, how long can it be on you? Like, how deep is syphilis can be treated?
So with syphilis, it has 4 stages, but so with the first and second stage, you don't normally experience, like with the first stage, it's just the infection time. So you don't see any signs and symptoms.
Okay.
Then the second stage, you see some small sores around
your
genitals and those. But after that, it can disappear, but it's still in your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it will be there. Then when it is now coming back, by that time, it has caused a lot of damage to your body. It can have effects on your brain, on your heart, on your liver.
Wow.
So syphilis is very dangerous. So that is why, one of the main reasons why, and it can also be transmitted during pregnancy. So it's very...
Wow.
During pregnancy?
Yes. So you see that when you go to ANC, like your first time, you have to run some labs.
Yeah.
It is part of the
test for syphilis.
Yes, because it's very dangerous.
That one is even more dangerous than HIV?
So for syphilis, it's dangerous and it's not dangerous. It's dangerous when it has gone to the later stages. But it can
because
be cured.
Something that will be in your body and later disappear.
So that's what
like
it can be cured. It can be cured fully. Like a doctor will give you medication. Then when you take it throughout the course, it will be cleared out of your system.
Okay.
But I earlier mentioned about the natural defense mechanism of the body. So once it's there and you are not able to you've not treated it, it will go and stay down. It can even take more than 10 years before it comes back. So it's not like after 1 year, it can stay in your body for like 10.
But then,
more than
okay,
10
all
years
these
before
10
it-
years, all these years, you still run text. Why is it difficult to show that, or maybe unless we want to say that someone can live without running a syphilis test or running any of these STI tests?
So I don't know. Have you run STI?
Oh.
Have you run syphilis test?
I do run tests, but
So the doctor will not be able to say, you just come then you say, go and run this test. So like,
okay,
unless
so
otherwise you,
the
pe-
individual.
the individual comes that
Mhm.
I want to run so and so test.
Okay.
And that even reminds me, like, you see the system we run in, when you go and the doctor or the healthcare provider is asking you, you even sometimes make assumptions that
They lie.
maybe they want to know your personal life so much,
Yeah.
or even some of them will tag them gay
Yeah.
because of the kind of questions
you ask.
you are asking them. But at the end of the day, the product you sell is what they will
Yeah,
buy. So if you come and tell me, like, medicine is not magic.
Okay.
It depends on what you present. That is what they will use to treat you. So if you having headache, then you come and say you are having stomach pain. Me, I'll take, okay, if somebody have stomach pain, what will I give the person to
Make the person feel
to make
better.
the person feel better? Or what labs will I run? It will not cure the headache.
No.
So it's just like the same thing. Maybe you come and you are having multiple partners. You decide maybe how's your sexual lifestyle. Then you said, oh, me, I one person. But you know deep down,
You have three.
You have three, four,
4, 5.
or even you are a sex worker, but you try to cover it. So in that case, the person will not be able to give you a better advice. Then you even end up saying that this doctor there, he doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know
But
anything.
you presented the information, and the person will have to follow what you have
What
presented.
happens if an STI is not treated?
So there are a lot of things that can happen. So if depending on the STI, so I even said infertility is one.
Yeah.
STI can lead to
Infertility.
total seizure. So like the fallopian tube, that is the tube that connects the eggs to the womb. So when you release your egg, it will pass through the fallopian tube to the womb. Then if you are fortunate and egg, like a sperm meet it, it will fertilize. If it doesn't meet it, it will come out as blood. That's your menses.
Okay.
So when the infection descends down and go in, it can inflame and close the
The
female tubes. So leading to the egg will not be able to
Come down.
descend down to the womb, which can bring, so indirectly you are not able to fertilize there.
Okay.
Is it the same as in men also?
So for men to the epididymis
Yeah.
is
Cannot-
where so when it also clogs, you will see that there will be this one blockage. So that this one too will not be able to.
Pass
It
through.
might come, but the quantities too will not be.
Now,
Nah,
there
man.
are a lot of things we are hearing on social media that gonorrhea is a platform where HIV stand more. How true is that?
So I'm not limiting myself to gonorrhea. Most sexual transmitted diseases, when you get it and it's not treated, it predisposes you to other infections.
Okay.
So it is one of possibly the things that can make your body weak for the HIV organism
To
also find its way.
How effective is like local medicine on curing STDs or STIs?
So for me, from an objective, not like, it's not subjective, an objective
Okay.
opinion, you can't just use, you see, even see that some of the herbal medications, they'll tell you it's treating 5 in 1.
5 in 1
5
medicine.
in 1.
Yes.
They'll say it's treating typhoid, it's treating
malaria.
malaria, it's treating gonorrhea, it's treating diabetes,
Yes.
and those kind of. So you see that it even gives you an indication that
That you're
It
not
can't cure
serious.
you.
it's not
It's
because
not. It can't work.
yes, what happens is if it's a bacterial infection, they will give you like mostly 7 days course of the antibiotics. Antibiotics is bacteria.
Bacteria.
So so they will give you a course. When you follow it, then that means it will clear off. But sometimes too, we normally don't. Once you see there's improvement in your symptoms, you decide to stop. We have what we call drug resistance. So once the bacteria is not fully cleared, and the bacteria will start adjusting to the drug.
Okay.
So it becomes resistant when you go and they write you say that at first it worked for them, but this time
But
it's
it's
not
not
working.
working.
It's because the drug has become the bacteria has become resistant
Okay.
because you couldn't complete the course.
The cause of.
So the advice I'll give is once they prescribe a medicine for you, when you even see that there's improvement in the symptoms, finish
Don't stop
finish the whole course of the drug.
the drug. If it's 1 week, make sure
you take
you
it,
take it.
then finish everything.
Oh, okay.
So aside HIV, which is not curable at the moment, is there any other STD that is also not curable?
So for viral infections, they are manageable. You can't cure them. So hepatitis, the HPV, then the herpes virus, you can't kill it. But there are drugs that you can take to bring their limits down so that it will not harm you so much. And even possible, you are not able to
Transmit it or transfer it to somebody else.
person.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to ask this question: does having one sexual partner eliminate the risk of having STI?
No,
It doesn't.
it doesn't.
What if the partner has
It doesn't.
You don't collabo.
What happens is it's yes or no. Okay, it's yes or no. When you meet a partner, then you all go and test. Then you are all not infected. That means yes. But
Okay.
when the one partner is infected, maybe during their previous relationship before you met him or her, then it's no. In that case, although you are staying single to the person, but there's
that
already
person
an infection
in the system.
in the system before you met him or her.
But you know that there is this trust that okay, now Esther is my partner. The person will not even love to go with Esther that, you know what, let's go and run this test. What is some of what is the advice you give to people like that let's go and then run tests together to know our status before we can continue having sex?
So if you have already even started, then that means
Oh yeah, maybe.
So maybe at the first, my advice would be that at the first time
Before you even
meet,
start,
before you even start, you can go and test. If one is infected and is treatable, you treat it. If it's not treatable, that doesn't mean you should run away.
Oh, you run away. Something that
So
is
that
not
is
treatable.
the reason why some will not want to go and.
No, you see, that is another point too,
That is
because
one
of the
of-
fact that there is no trust between the two. Because I'm afraid that if I go and run the test with you and you find out that maybe I'm positive of any diseases, then you are leaving me, then it means that person will go and then spread it. That you see that boy, he get HIV, he get gono. You get a point.
So that is before you.
So it's
you
a
have to
breaking point
develop-
for a
it's
lot of
not,
people.
What it's not instant that when you get a partner, then you just start having. You
Affair.
can develop trust. You can the trust.
Based on what are you developing the trust? If the two of you are not ready to go and run the text together.
So you can all go. So if you are not sure, you can all go and run your separate test.
Now,
Person.
I want to ask this question before we go here. when we were kids, we were told that, or we're even seeing on every board, every notice board you go around in the area, oh, HIV is a deadly disease, oh, HIV is a deadly disease. You see those how the posters with a man running the leg around the pole, the stick like that. You are a nurse, so definitely
The polio.
not a polio, but an HIV post, like how do you call it, poster in
And
the
the man
area.
whose leg was wrapped around the bull.
Yeah, like this. Then in the area that is like a warning to us. Now we've grown to this third level of life, third level of story floor. Now we are not seeing those education. Where do you think the education gap is falling off from? Because if at that young age, it's in our everywhere, like it's in our faces, people can easily, oh, Charlie, it's a HIV is good, it's not good, oh, it's bad. In my language, they say the kanaku. That means you there, you grow lean and die. Do you get? And at that young early stage, the education was that massive. But look at this now. The education is dying. Is it that the health facilities, they are not doing their job, or our teachers are not doing their job, or our radio broadcast TV stations are not doing their job in terms of the education about HIV, but rather social media has taken over to be like, now sex is just like a fun game now. Someone can be like, oh, I've seen you one night stand, back, we go, we meet in a club, we do it and go. Where is the education falling off from, the HIV education?
So I'll say that it's still there, and it's even more than previously, but it depends on your interest area. So you now have at a young age, you were just the posters you were seeing, but now we have moved from that. Now it's social media here and there. So there are a lot. Even the last time when every year they publish the number of new infections we have, and those things. And even with that,
Adams,
we
wait,
try to
it seems like
Let
maybe
him finish.
yeah, I know.
it's still there.
I mean,
Okay.
you see, with those educations, you could see it in your faces. Now, social media algorithm has taken over from the education you are giving to us on social media. Someone can just how many of us read newspapers? It was yesterday that I saw on the newspapers that we have about, I think 5 million has gone up with HIV. Now, if I don't have interest in reading newspaper, would I have found out that? No.
But the TV stations also
They
do
do.
that.
What are you telling me?
The TV stations do. I
And
don't know.
even
which-
Aside
have-
reading
which
news
station you
after
watch.
news, in that, they are bringing different programs.
And we have
to
HIV programs like from the AIDS Commission.
Yeah.
oh.
That's why I'm saying it depends
Because
on your
you are in
interest.
a
Well, it depends on what he has been
no,
watching.
you see, what have I been watching? You see, the reason why I'm saying that is that, in as much as the interest area at where it was published as at when we were young, it could still be the same today, but it is not in that form.
So
And in those form, we could see it vividly that, oh, they say this is not good, this is bad. You abstain from it. But now they are rather publishing it in these media platforms where a lot of people, that is not, if you like, go on Facebook right now, what is trending is what they are talking about. People don't have interest in this conversation about AIDS again.
Because
HIV, people don't have interest in it
The
again.
African background frowns. We all have sex all the time, but we frown against sexual talks when put out there.
out there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes. And there's also one thing, the stigma.
Uh-huh.
The stigma. You see,
No, people are happy
It's-
living with it because the virus, the drugs is there to protect them. Is that or to minimize the
is the stigma that is. So you see that even if you have a wife, God forbid, and she's HIV positive, it is left onto her. Me as a health worker, I don't have the right to inform you.
Yes. If she doesn't.
If she say don't inform him,
my husband.
never.
So you, as a health practitioner, I know you are supposed to hold on to your oath, right?
Yes.
Good. So you want to curb it from spreading. Is that not it? And you are not telling me.
It's against his
No,
work
it's-
policy. He can't
Then
do that.
you are rather encouraging it
He's
to spread.
not.
So
It's
we have
up to
what
the
we
woman.
call confidentiality.
I know there's confidentiality, but what happens to the confidentiality and not spreading it?
So
Where do we draw the line? Do we draw the line on the
tell you
confidentiality
the person
or
will tell
you
that.
protecting the majority?
The person will tell you that don't wait. When the time is right, I will tell him.
inform
And
my
she will die out of that, and I'll
She
still
will
be
not
living
die
and
if she's
die out
taking
of
the
it.
medication.
So where would that medication be, and the husband will not see?
But does the medication prevent it from
So
Spreading.
When you take it to the like when you take it for a very long time, you can even go and test, and the test will show that it's negative. That
Wow.
doesn't mean you are negative.
Okay.
But the viral load
It's down.
very
is
low.
down. So at that time, the rate of transmission is
It's very
very low. But that doesn't
He
mean
go still go on the roof.
no. So
It goes when
not-
you stop taking your medications.
So you can. So we have HIV and AIDS. So the HIV is the virus. So that one, when you have the infection, you don't show any signs and symptoms of the
Okay.
disease. But the AIDS is the disease stage. So with that one, it's now like an open gate.
Open
Any
open
disease
flag.
that come,
It will attract it
you attract
because the immune system is down.
gone.
So
Oh,
with what you just said, what are some, like you said it earlier, but you didn't give us specific STDs or STIs that cannot be cured. And then where can I get tested?
So every hospital has its public health unit. So
Okay.
that one is purely public health. So when you go in and see your doctor, you discuss whatever you have to. And they are mostly confidential. It's not open
To everybody,
to like maybe you'll be sitting down and even there are hospitals you go, you will not even know their HIV unit. Because it's if some people will intentionally go to be watching to see people
who are going
So
in
you-
there for their drugs.
for their drugs, and so there's health. We consider all those things. So you not just come there. You never go to any hospital and see ACE unit. No, you will not see it. So there are other ways. So that you are working, you'll be able to say, okay, this is. Then even if the person comes in, so what you do is that you report to your bosses. Then they will
Run
take
away
it.
with them.
They will take it on and refer to the
Okay.
nearest
Okay.
those who are responsible for
For that.
management of it.
The
yes.
ACE test kits, I know there are test kits to test and know if you have HIV/AIDS.
Yes.
Is it accurate?
Yes.
Very accurate.
Yeah, so mostly we have one you use in your mouth. That's the oral quick. Then we have the RDT.
Yeah.
So that one you prick and
Pointing and
then it will read. So
Okay.
depending on what shows. So even before you test for HIV, you need a proper counseling. So they will sit you down, talk to you, and so they will tell you that's the pre-test counseling. They will talk to you about what HIV means, how the test is done. When you see this number of lines, this is what it means. Do you get it? So after that, they will tell you in case you test positive, there's a drug that you'll be put on. Then you will be on it, which will bring you, but it's not
They would
A death
eliminate
sentence.
it.
it's not a death sentence. Yes.
Okay.
But
I think
a lot of
you know we could go.
I want us to go.
Oh, our
I want-
viewers,
but
I believe
the topic is very interesting.
Yes,
and,
so if we are here we are enjoying this
sorry,
conversation.
no vex.
You ask your question.
No
question.
vex.
Make it not be like say we extend the fight, go back door.
Still we go fight. But in case of, let's say, in case somebody wants, like, right has made me forget my question. See me see wahala.
To be tested.
You continue. Right, stop.
This is where we draw the curtains on this particular episode. And I believe you that stayed to the end of this episode, you've really, really enjoyed it. And you can extend the conversation in a comment section. Please share to another person. And please take this education very serious, because it's from a professional perspective. And please try as much as possible to do testing. Like, reduce your sexual partners. I mean, your sexual partners, they plenty too much. I beg you, reduce them. Reduce them. Oh, I don't want you tired.
And just like he said, AIDS or having an STI is not a death sentence.
Yeah. And please protect yourself.
In case you get, in case you find out that you have an infection, just go to your nearest hospital or a medical center, get tested, and find ways to contain your disease rather than keeping it to yourself and allowing others to get it.
So please, anytime you want to have sex, protect yourself. It's very, very important. It's just unfortunate that we don't get condom for you to share. But if you need some in the comment section, we'll still get some for you. Just maybe myself, I go fit deliver them for you. But before we go, advice. In as much as they won't close, but give us advice before we take close.
My advice is that don't see a STI to be, don't see a person with STI to be immoral. It's not that a virgin can meet somebody who is infected today and gets infected. When you also find yourself in that situation, when you go to the facility, open up to the healthcare provider that gives you the care so that they will get the best treatment for you. At least, if you can't do at all, test once. Test for your there are a lot, at least the major ones that you are afraid of. Within a year, test once.
This World Cup season, after work, come to Bliss. As you are sitting there enjoying this cozy environment, then they sip us small, then they watch the World Cup, the biggest football festival. It's happening now. Come to Bliss and you'll never regret coming.
And thank you guys for sticking and staying with us. We love you.
We love you people.
If
you know, we say I get good, strong heart. I forgot they cry right now.
Have a wonderful day.